General Secretary works with Nghệ and Provincial Party Standing Committee.
Russia announces negotiating delegation without President Putin. Ukraine reacts.
Uncle Ho and his homeland.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I'm Hoàng Yến and here we go, the first half of the show. This morning, during the working visit to Nghệ An province, the General Secretary Tô Lâm and the Central Delegation discussed with the Provincial Party Standing Committee on the implementation of the 13th National Party Congress Resolution, the 19th Provincial Party Congress Resolution, and some key tasks for 2025.
Reporting to the Central Delegation, Provincial Party Secretary Nguyễn Thị Minh Khai stated that Nghệ has achieved 19 out of 21 resolution targets, with GRDP in 2024 reaching 216.9 trillion Vietnamese dongs and the projected budget revenue for 2025 expected to reach 26 trillion Vietnamese dongs. The province is currently focusing on restructuring its organizational apparatus, preparing for upcoming party congresses at all levels, and proposing further central support for the implementation of Politburo's Resolution 39. Addressing at the meeting, General Secretary Tô Lâm highly appreciated the province's efforts, especially in developing economy, attracting FDI, combating crime and drugs, maintaining security and order. He also emphasized that Nghệ must maximize its potential, break through in thinking and institutional reforms, use knowledge and technology as driving forces for development. The leader also called for a focus on improving cadre quality and responsibility in implementing the two-tier government model while preparing high-quality personnel for the upcoming party congress.
At 8 p.m. tonight, May 15th, in Kim Lim Camille, Nam Dan District, the opening ceremony of 2025 Sen Village Festival and the inauguration of the statue Uncle Ho visits his homeland just took place, kicking off a series of unique cultural activities commemorating Uncle Ho's birthday.
The highlight of the ceremony is a large-scale art program themed Monument in Millions of Hearts, staged by outstanding artists with performances in various forms such as singing, dancing, folk opera and modern theatricalization. The evening concluded with a special artistic fireworks display. This year's Sen Village Festival also features a special event, the inauguration of the statue, Uncle Ho visits his homeland. The statue is a gift of gratitude from the Ministry of Public Security to the people of Nghệ An Province on the occasion of the 135th birth anniversary of President Ho Chi Minh. The 12.5 meters high bronze statue is installed at Sen Village Stadium in Kim Lim Commune, where he spoke to the people during his two visits. It depicts a friendly and humble image of the late president in his second visit to his homeland in 1961. The installation of the statue is not only a recreation of a historic moment but also the deep sentiment of the entire nation towards the beloved president.
Russia has announced the members of its delegation for the first high-level talks with Ukraine in 3 years. The negotiation is scheduled to take place in Istanbul, Turkey, on May 13th, local time. However, Russian President Putin is not on the negotiation team. Ukraine expressed disappointment about this announcement.
According to the Kremlin, the Russian delegation is led by presidential advisor Vladimir Medinsky, along with several diplomatic and defense officials. However, Kiev expressed disappointment with Russian delegation. Ukrainian president's aide said that the head of the Russian delegation is not the right person to discuss core issues. Ukrainian President Zelensky previously stated that Kiev is ready for dialogue in any form to end the conflict but emphasized that the decision will depend on the Russian representative. After the Kremlin's delegation announcement, the White House said that U.S. President Donald Trump will also not attend the talk between Russia and Ukraine, although Trump previously left open the possibility of participating.
Upcoming are some updated news.
During his visit to Qatar, U.S. President Donald Trump signed a series of major economic agreements with the Emir of Qatar, with the total value of the agreements reaching $1.2 trillion United States dollars. The agreements include a $96 billion deal with Qatar Airways to buy up to 210 Boeing airplanes, the largest aircraft order in Boeing's history. Qatar also expressed its intention to purchase US MQ-9 drones and invest $38 billion in upgrading the Al Udeid Air Base. The visit is part of Trump's Gulf tour, including Saudi Arabia, Qatar and the UAE.
The Prime Minister has issued decision recognizing Nam Dan district of Nghệ An province as meeting the advanced New Style Rural District standards for the year 2024. Nam Dan district was previously recognized by the Prime Minister as meeting the basic New Style Rural standards in 2017. Immediately after that, with support and attention from the central and provincial governments, Nam Dan began implementing the criteria for the advanced New Style Rural District. Being recognized as meeting the advanced New Style Rural standards marks an important milestone for Nam Dan, providing strong motivation for the locality to continue its robust development in the coming time.
Since the beginning of 2025, Vietnam has recorded 148 COVID-19 cases in 27 provinces and cities, including 17 cases in Nghệ An. Over the past 3 weeks, the number of cases has shown a slight upward trend, with about 20 cases per week. This development is believed to be linked to increased travel and social interaction during the April 30th and May 1st holiday period. Although no major outbreaks or fatalities have been reported, the Ministry of Health warns the people to continue implementing preventive measures to reduce the risk of disease transmission. In addition, the work of epidemiological surveillance, testing and prompt response measures must be paid attention in the context of complex pandemic developments in several countries, such as Thailand.
A homeland rich in love and care, 50 years has gone, yet affection fills the place. Nearly 70 years since the President Ho Chi Minh first visited his hometown, these two verses have expressed his sacred yet simple, profound love and deep sentiment to his homeland. More in this story.
On June 16, 1957, after more than 50 years away from his homeland, President Ho Chi Minh had the chance to visit his hometown. He did not visit as the state president, but as a son who had been away from home for a long time. Returning to his father's land, visiting relatives, friends and neighbors, on December 8, 1961, President Ho Chi Minh visited his hometown for the second time. This was a fulfillment of the promise he made during his first visit. If the local party committee and people do well in production and party building, I will come back for another visit.
For President Ho Chi Minh, his homeland held a special place. Due to his revolutionary activities and important duties, he was only able to visit his hometown twice.
Although he was unable to return home to visit his homeland or family often, President Ho Chi Minh always closely followed the situation in his hometown. He sent many letters and telegrams to the party committee and people of Nghệ An province. Each message conveyed heartfelt encouragement, care and thoughtful guidance. From 1930 until he passed away, Ho Chi Minh wrote 9 articles, 31 letters, delivered 10 speeches, sent 3 telegrams, made 2 visits and wrote 1 preface about his homeland. He also directly engaged in conversation with local people, officials and party members.
Among the dozens of letters Uncle Ho wrote to Nghệ An, there are 3 most important letters that express all of his affection to his homeland.
Within the boundless love that President Ho Chi Minh held for the Vietnamese people, there remained a special affection for his homeland. His teachings, thoughts and emotions dedicated to Nghệ An province are invaluable assets for local party, government and people today and in the future.
The last story to end our program today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye and see you later.